Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize.
Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer.
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his
Belt.
and put it on.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget.
The commies are in town. One-hit wonder.
The master, you will die.
I don't know.
Derek Kamashar.
The Kamashar. Oh, it says it in the song.
It says in the song.
You got me on that one, man. Some of those one-hit wonders, I just don't.
I got him again, folks.
2 weeks in a row.
I'm tearing you up, man.
Ooh, man.
Hey,
Great song, though.
They opened up for Van Halen.
Really?
1982. After the Fire is the name of the group.
Wow.
They're from Britain.
Okay.
And Der Kommissar is German for police officer.
Police officer.
Yeah. Just so you know. Things we find
You
out.
never know with the wealth of useless knowledge that sits beside me what's coming out. He's got it, folks.
Always, man.
Always.
Yeah.
Welcome to the April 21st edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And as always, we want to thank you for cranking us up on Facebook or YouTube or switching the TV over to Channel 2 on C-Spire. We appreciate it, man. And hey, what a warmer week we had last week. I thought it was June. Tell you the truth, man. And then this weekend we had some rain showers, and looks like 2 nice, cool days of spring weather here this afternoon and tomorrow. But boy, you better enjoy it though. These cool days this afternoon and tomorrow, because right around the corner is the big warm up. It is coming, man. And you know, Wally, I hate July, August, early September weather. It's just so sticky, man. It's just sticky. I can't handle it, man.
I remember us playing golf a long time ago, and in July and August, you would hate it. You'd have 2 or 3 towels wrapped around you.
Like 5 gloves going.
But, I know. But it does get sticky, but those 3 months mean that, hey, baby, football is right around the corner, and it'll be here before we know it. In fact, we almost have all the college spring games, Neil, behind us. So think about it. Troy University, one of the last ones, the late ones, is coming up, and it's this Saturday.
It is this
at
Saturday.
3 p.m.
And we've been telling everybody it's right in the middle of Troy Fest, right there. And hey, a little somber note here, but before we get going tonight, we have to say a sad goodbye to an iconic restaurant in our town and here in Troy. The Pig Cafe over on 3 Notch has served its last guest 2 days ago. That would be on Friday. I'm gonna tell you what, Wally, I've enjoyed many a breakfast and lunches
And lunch.
and at many catered events over the years. The Pig Cafe food, Mr. Yanni does such a wonderful job. And just for everybody's memories, Nate, you got to play that commercial one more time. Roll it for us, Nate, if you can. Just, I will always save that one. That was a great commercial right there, and good stuff.
Goodness.
Hate to see the pig closing, but Mr. Yanni is once again, just as he consolidated Francesca's into the market, he is going to somewhat consolidate the pig into the market, and boy, it'd be great moving forward for Mr. Yanni at the market. You know, the market's doing great, and but yeah, one thing that's inevitable is change.
Yeah.
And change keeps happening. And the pig is no longer. Just an icon here, man.
Unbelievable.
And hey, let me tell you, we're talking about Troy Fest next Saturday and Troy's spring game. But next Saturday's a big day in Troy.
Oh, yeah.
Next Saturday's a big day in Troy. We got Troy Fest downtown. And then at 3 p.m., like you said, the Troy University spring game. And for me personally, the Armstrong family, We got the clogging recital, Wally. The biggest thing of the year, the clogging recital.
Clogging style gets the bill.
I just love going and sitting at Smith Hall. Heck, that ain't even the name of it. Smith Hall ain't even the name of it.
Crosby Theater.
Crosby, I call it Smith Hall. Smith, you know, you go and you sit for 3 or 4 hours and just watch clogging. Clogging, Wally. Just clogging.
Oh, my
Anyway,
goodness.
my daughter loves it, and so I'm gonna always go support her. If she clogs, I'm going. So that's just the kind of daddy I am. But yeah, this Saturday's a jam-packed Saturday. A lot going on, and hey, you got your artwork ready for Troy Fest, man?
I got it, man. I got it, dude.
Y'all make sure you come out and support Wally Art at the Troy Fest. My buddy here, he plays on like ain't nothing to it, but let me tell you, he's super talented, and he's going to have some great folk art pieces at Troy Fest. I'm sure of it. Y'all need to come out to Troy Fest and visit the Wally Art tent. And tell us just a little bit
All
about
right, I appreciate it, Neil.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm
I
serious.
I did a promo on my Facebook page.
I gotta see that.
I did a live shot, and Holly filmed it for me. But anyway, I even plugged our show, even mentioned you, saying we might even do a commercial out there.
All right.
But no, the thing I'm doing this year is Americana, and it is some neat stuff. I'm painted on unfired, unused Zippos, American-made Zippos.
Not foreign.
Not foreign. I don't paint on anything foreign. But I got my Wally fish on it. But hey, I got a new tent. I bought a new tent. So I'm hoping that this year the weather be good and I won't get blown away. But come see me. You know, the Wally tent, everybody just come and congregates around there.
It's a meeting spot.
It's a meeting spot. I don't know why, but I have a good time. Hey, baby needs shoes. So if you're going to hang out at the tent, at least buy the rent's due. At least buy a folk art ornament. I do have a lot of ornaments. Yeah,
Christmas tree ornament.
A lot of Christmas tree. And that's the best deal in the tent's $25 Christmas ornament. Can't beat that.
How about that?
Yeah. So anyway, we want you to come to Troy Fest. They do such a good job. The Drinker and them, they just unbelievable. I mean, it is probably, and I said this on my little promo, it's no doubt the best show in United States to me, and I've vended at a lot of shows. Hospitality, top notch.
How about that? Right here in Troy, Alabama.
Troy,
you know, I put on Facebook this week that you'd be hard pressed to find another town our size that promotes their downtown area like we do. The social events that happen there on a week in and week out basis on the weekends is incredible.
Car shows,
free
bingo,
concerts.
I mean,
marathon prayer, choirs, Troy Fest. It's incredible. It's really incredible. Man.
That's all, you know, Jason Reeves and the city council and because a lot of cities don't do that, man.
No, I know, man. But I love Troy Fest, man. I really do every year. It always seems that I see somebody every year that have moved away from Troy, and they come back to town for Troy Fest, and it's like a little reunion. And you all, and then you get the fellowship with the people that do live in Troy, and you know, and the food's good. But there's always that one person that you hadn't seen in about 20 years that you run into at Troy Fest, and you get to talk to them.
Oh yeah,
you get to talk, and you hadn't seen them in years.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, anyway, thanks for mentioning me getting on Troy Fest. But hey, we did have a lot of. Actually, several local high school teams win their first round of high school playoffs this weekend. By a little large, New Brockton, Brantley, Ayrton, Houston Academy, Crenshaw Christian came back in the third game and won it. GW Long, Ott, Wicksburg, and Elba all moving on. We'll dive and all that deeper on into the show.
Yeah, we will. But that's a lot of local teams that went ahead and took care of business in the first round, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
How about that? And I didn't list them all. I mean, there's several others, but and the ones you mentioned, Wally, a lot of those were sweeps. Mm-hmm. And you know, in the first round, a sweep. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A sweep is common in the first round, and now moving into round two, a little tougher. Yeah. A lot more series going to go 3 games, don't you think?
Exactly.
Yeah. So round two, not looking at is there'll be a few sweeps, but there won't be near as many sweeps in round two. And speaking of all those sweeps that happened in round one, it makes me wonder who is going to win a Marco's Pizza tonight from all those teams you called out.
Uh-oh.
Stay tuned.
They got to do it.
right,
Hey,
man.
Hey, and also, Neil, I've been keeping up, man, and you do. I got to give you a plug. You do such a good job posting stuff on our Facebook page. I mean, you really do. Everything is punctual. Nothing's misspelled. I really appreciate that. But there was a lot of signings and commitments this past week, and we're going to cover that in the show. And heck, we even got some track and field this week.
I know, man. Yeah, and there's a lot to cover. And with high school baseball winding down and softball winding down, and we got a lot of schools. A lot of high schools, Wally, are starting to put out their dates and prepare for football spring training.
Yep.
I'm talking about the high school now, because baseball and softball winding down, and we do know that Charles Henderson will play Bullitt County at the Vet for their spring game, and it'll be live right here on C Spire, Channel 2, Facebook, and YouTube. And yes, the next question, we know what your question is. Wally and I will be calling the game, and we'll be there. Now, we'll be a little rusty.
Yeah, we rusty.
It's been since what, October?
October.
Or maybe early November or so. We'll be rusty, but we always figure it out. And
we
have a
do.
good time doing it.
Heck yeah. And I always enjoy the high school spring games. Like, you get to see who's stepping up. From the teams, there's always a name or two that grew 2 inches or put on 25 pounds.
Isn't it,
or
though?
gotten a lot faster and off season. It's always interesting to see who that's going to be during the spring break.
And that's the intriguing part about it, isn't it? Now you can say, and everybody watching, and we can talk about it. It's the same way in college. You're a little bitty freshman, and by the time you're a senior, but it's not that it's not to the extreme that it is in high school. When you're in 8th and 9th grade, you're a kid. But when you're a junior and a senior, you may have grown 2 inches. You may have put on 40 pounds. You may have went from benching 150 to 300. You may have doubled your bench press. And that can happen just in high school. The maturity level just pumps, that testosterone kicks in. The girls, they mature 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, but the guys, they start popping about 10th, 11th grade right there. And you just like you just said, you're going, wow, where was he last fall?
Yeah.
Golly. And you're like, yeah, it grew 2 inches, whatever. But it's always, that's what's intriguing
I
about high school football.
Our old buddy Bubba Richburg. Remember that? When he I've never seen a kid grow 5 inches.
He did, didn't he?
One summer. I'm like, good gracious.
Yeah, he graduated with me in 88. Yeah.
Good gracious. But anyway, hey, also the transfer portal, Neil, is wide open again in college. There's been some big names changing school. The latest was Auburn basketball 5-star McDonald's All-American guard Aiden Holloway. Didn't see that coming, man. What's up with that?
I don't know. The kid had a pretty good year with Auburn. He was a 5-star recruit. He is a McDonald's All-American. Maybe him and Bruce Pearl just didn't jive ho. But switch over to the Alabama jersey now, Nate. There he goes. There's his new jersey. But yeah, that's a.
Will he be starting with them?
Yeah. And Wally, this is a perfect example of this new transfer world. Would you have ever, 10 years ago, seen a kid jump from Auburn to Alabama? Or Alabama to Auburn?
Never.
It just didn't happen because you're supposed to hate the other.
Yep.
But these kids now, they're not bought into what the college is and the 100-year history and who coached them in 1970 and who played great there in 1983. They don't give a rip. All they care about is the money and how fast can you get me to the next level where I'm a professional. It's about me, me, me.
Exactly.
I mean, and this is a perfect example. But hey, I hope the best for Aiden Holloway. I hope he flourishes under Nate Oates, and he probably will. He's 5-star McDonald's All-American. Nate Oates' system may be a lot better for him than Bruce Pearl, and he may have figured that out. So I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying this is an example of the transfer portal world we're in.
Could have been an NIL deal, you think?
Yeah, it could have been. Strongly probably is. Yeah.
Man, Michael Pollabom sent me a video that blew my mind the other day, and it was talking about Arkansas, with Coach
Calipari.
Walmart Jerry Jones, Tyson Chicken. Dude, that dude, they are about just to open up the red carpet. And, man,
They gonna get all the recruits.
Eye on Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
That was a neat video. But
anyway, yeah, to go back to Aiden Holloway, well, that's a huge loss for the Auburn basketball program. But you're right, the money's fixing to flow into Arkansas right there.
Man.
But Holloway's got a bright future, man. He's going to be in the NBA draft, no doubt about it. He'll be good for Bama. But speaking of the NBA draft, Wally, Johnny Broome took his name out of the NBA draft, and he's coming back to Auburn. And that was a bit of good news for the Auburn program right there. And they needed some good news losing Aiden Holloway right there. And that tells me that Mr. Broome put his toes in the water a little bit, and a couple of the brains of the matter came and said, hey, man, you need to play one more year of college. You can make some more money. Yeah, so there. But anyway, good for him.
Well, hey, speaking of college basketball, hey, show us the pictures of our bracket winners.
Got it, man. Danny Lee was our winner, Wally. You see that cooler?
He wins everything.
He's a good picker, man. He won the AO cooler from the One Troy website, and also that Troy embroidered mug right there. It went with the win, and this is a photo of me presenting Danny with the winnings, and I'm gonna tell you what now. And for second place, Wally, we drew out of the Me Time coffee mug right here, the Me Time coffee mug, the massage. Me Time Massage last week, and Leslie Garrison won the $30 gift certificate to Bio LaRue right there. She is in the middle with her.
You didn't fly out there? Expense report to fly out there to do a promo?
I didn't, but Leslie wins the $30 gift card to Bio LaRue, and she lives in Denver, Colorado, but she visits Troy 3 or 4 times a year. She's a Troy girl. She's from Troy. Her family lives in Troy, her mama, sisters, nephews, and nieces. And she's excited to try Bio LaRue, and when she comes to town, and she's excited about that. And again, we want to thank everybody, or everyone, and those Troy logo embroidered coolers on the One Troy page. Those are awesome. Go check them out. And just a big thank you to everybody.
Yeah, heck yeah, Neil. Like I said, thank you to AO Coolers and Bayou LaRue for donating those incredible prizes. And like I said, you can go snow skiing now in Colorado.
Yeah.
And then write it off on tax. And if the tax guy asks you about it, you can say, hey, I had to fly out there to give a Bayou LaRue gift card to one of our contestant winners.
Man,
there you go.
Should have done that.
And the IRS can't do nothing.
Is it too late now?
No, man. Just backtrack, man.
Oh, man. And the NFL draft starts this Thursday, Wally. And it's April the 25th, this Thursday. It's in Detroit this year. Caleb Williams, from quarterback from the University of Southern California. He'll go number 1 to the Chicago Bears for sure. But this Thursday, NFL draft in Detroit.
Make a prediction. Bo Nix goes first.
First?
I think so.
I don't know, man.
Well, I saw, speaking of Bo Nix, I saw him. Could be going to your feet.
I saw the
Denver Broncos.
I saw the same thing.
Come on, you good with that? Or?
You know, Wally, I've been a Bo Nix critic. He's kind of every quarterback that goes to Oregon, kind of a system quarterback. Martin Mariota was a bust in the NFL, and I'm not against Bo Nix, but if he goes to Denver, I'll be a Bo Nix fan, just like I was when he was at Auburn. But
you're not going to be on his.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You're not on.
But I saw the same thing you saw, where Denver's projected to get him like with the 14th pick or something.
Yeah, you're not on his Christmas list. I guarantee you, as bad as you bashed him. Hey, folks, listen. We're not going to bash nobody here on our show. We got a great show for you tonight. Neil's going to read our commercial sponsors, and we'll get back. We're going to do a routine Facebook funnies. Then going to dive in. See who's going to win that. Bell, Marco's Pizza.
That's it, baby.
Who's our sponsor?
The Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen. The Market Cafe on the Square in Troy. Hook's Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa Ralph Hastings, Baker and Reeves, Town and Country Flooring, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, David Adams Realty, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, The Corner Restaurant on the Square in Troy, Max Federal Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, Double H Ornamental, and Firehouse Subs. We'll be right back. We got a good show planned.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put that stuff back.
Man, it's some
boy.
good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square. Shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
3, 2.
Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
He's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. I'm over here. What? You the
right
ball
down
bounced
the
in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Neil, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Look at all these waves. This is a beautiful day.
Hi guys.
Hey,
How
lady.
are you?
Good.
Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they sure are.
Yes.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt. Oh, shit. T-Man Horn. Yes, these are Team South Apparel shirts from T-Man Horn in Montgomery. All of your T-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Team South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Hey, Wally. What in the world? You got all these fans in the window, man.
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And you
These
try-
fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration. No mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh,
I'm
man,
steaming
that
the
thing-
sandwich.
That thing's hot now.
I can tell.
Hey, they serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steamed sandwich, Wally.
I can tell you.
Troy, Alabama. Come see them.
Florida, man.
Bingo. Wally
1-0.
Wally 2, Neil 0. Or 1-0, whatever how you want to score it. You like Foreigner?
You know,
Lou Graham singer? Isn't he from Montgomery?
we run. I don't think so. Tommy Shaw's from Montgomery.
Okay.
Sticks.
That's what I'm thinking.
Double Rodabato, Mr. Robato.
Toto.
But yeah, Foreigner was all right.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were all right.
They
One hit wonder.
That's what it was. Shh, are you kidding me? One hit, look, 14 hit wonder.
14 hit, bud. Oh my goodness.
No, that's the Sticks. That's what it is. Tommy Shaw. Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's time for the Facebook funnies. Hamburger. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good.
Got my bidet
Bidet
all
all
set up.
Oh, my goodness.
Lord! If that girlfriend comes in there and sits on that. Fish weren't biting, got bored, and put this on a few trucks at the boat ramp. Man, you reckon some jaws hit the floor?
Oh my goodness, that is good.
You reckon some boy, they couldn't get the boat on there fast enough. Oh, Nate, that's great,
That's
man.
a good
Hold on. So sad to see an Applebee's chef thrown out on the streets. It's a wine cooler with a thing on top. Applebee's don't cook nothing. Well, everything's frozen. They just heat it up.
Oh,
and give it to
the
you.
heat. There we go.
Oh, Lord. Facebook funnies just kill me, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, let's
First round.
First round baseball. Let's cover the outcomes of the first round of the playoffs. So first, we'll start with the AISA, and in our viewing area, Crenshaw Christian was the only AISA school, and they won. I thought they swept South Choctaw, but you said it
thought they took them
3
3
games.
games.
Okay. Well, either way, Crenshaw Christian gets past South Choctaw in the AISA. And the 1A in the Alabama High School Athletic Association, I know for sure Brantley swept Berry High School, and staying with 1A, Elba swept Central Hayneville. And moving on to 2A, again, these are just the schools in our television area. We know there's going to be people watching on YouTube that are watching in, let's say, Huntsville or Birmingham, whatever. Well, they didn't say our name.
Yeah.
This is just our little television area down here in southeast Alabama. In 2A, I'm going to tell you, in the very rich, southeast heavy 2A, and that's where all the action is in 2A, man. GW Long sweeps Aliceville. Pike Liberal Arts sweeps J.U. Blackshear. Laverne lost out to Washington County. That wasn't a sweep now. Laverne gave them all they wanted. They lost to Washington County. Ayrton swept Tuscaloosa Academy, and Wicksburg sweeps Horseshoe Bend. And I'm telling you, the 2A in the Southeast, with the exception of the Laverne Tigers in round 1, the Southeast, Wally, they proved their strength in round 1.
I think you covered this last week. The championship games coming out of one of those groups.
It's got to, doesn't it?
I promise.
It's got to, yeah.
Hey, I tell you, man, Pike Lib, they're hitting at the right time. Buddy.
And they got Will Rice hitting on all cylinders. You know, he was hurt the first 3 quarters of the year.
Watch out, Pike Lib.
Yeah.
They got something.
Yep.
Hey, you go to 3A, Houston Academy sweeps Oakman. Thomasville outlasts Strawn. Opp sweeps Dadeville, which I was surprised at. The New Brockton sweeps Beulah. 4A, Geneva falls to Munford, and Andalusia sweeps Hanley. Rehoboth falls to Shelby County, and I sure didn't see that.
You didn't see that one coming?
And Headland, of course, we knew that was. They sweep Central Clay, which Central Clay was a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
And Greenville falls to St. Paul's.
You know, all the years Charles Henderson had to play St. Paul's, man. Whoa.
Man, there used to be some battles.
And they scored 20-something on Greenville a couple times.
Yeah.
And it's just, but yeah, all those years Charles Henderson had to play St. Paul's, those were just some knockdown dragouts, man.
Yeah.
Classic ball game. You remember the St. Paul's game? It was at Hogan's Hole over here at Charles Henderson. Oh gosh, this is 15 years ago. 16, 17 years ago. Where the pitcher threw the ball out in left field and just left it laying.
Left it laying. Was that when A.J. McCarron and them were there?
Yeah. Threw the ball in left field, and the left fielder just stared at it.
It was some trick play or
This
something.
went on for 10, 12 minutes. And the batter's in the box, ready for a pitch, and the pitcher's just on the mound. Ball's laying in left field, and the runners didn't know what to do because they didn't want to get thrown out. It was a trick play sometimes. Anyway, I don't remember the outcome.
What was the scenario?
I need to ask somebody.
Kevin Brown.
Kevin Brown probably remembers it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just remember that ball laid on the ground in left field. The pitcher got off the rubber legally, stepped on the back of the mound, and just threw the ball over the shortstop's head, like a little pop fly over the shortstop's head, and it just laid there.
And they just stared at it. I remember
Yeah, for like 12, 15 minutes. And umpires, it's just part of the game. Whatever. It was a trick play. I forget how the outcome happened. I'll get that for a future show.
Okay.
But, yeah, that was that. And now we need to let everybody know, Wally, I guess, who the round 2 opponents are moving forward in the playoffs. And we'll start with 1A. Elba will play South Lamar, and Brantley will play University Charter. Now, with a name like University Charter, that's got to be a private school, right?
It's got to be. I've heard that we mentioned that.
Yeah, we
school
mentioned it before. Yeah. But anyway, Elba in the 1A, Elba at South Lamar, and Brantley will play University Charter. At the 2A, which is where all the action is in our television area, Pike Liberal Arts will play Cottonwood, and I think Pike Lib's already beat Cottonwood this year. I think they have. But Pike Liberal Arts will play Cottonwood, and GW Long will play Bayshore Christian, and Ayrton will face Wicksburg. And they've played each other a couple times this year. And that is going to be
that's going to be
very,
very good game.
I think Pike Liberal Arts handles Cottonwood, and I think GW Long handles Bayshore Christian. But the Ayrton Wicksburg,
going to be a toss-up.
Watch out, baby. That's going to be
probably
3 games and on into the 6th, 7th inning.
I tell you, my old fraternity brother, Chip Brown, who's a legislator, you remember Chip real good.
Yeah.
His son used to pitch for Bayshore Christian. He was a submarine pitcher, Kent
Katobe.
Buddy, and he pitched just like he didn't have the ugly mustache and all that. But his son could sling.
I bet that was
thing.
effective.
Man, was he something else.
Yeah.
But anyway, in 3A, Houston Academy will play Thomasville, New Brockton will play Providence Christian, and Opp will face St. James. 4A, not sure who Andalusia is going to play yet. We're trying to find it.
I checked the Alabama High School Athletic Association webpage, and it says they get a bye.
A bye?
So has somebody all of a sudden can't play the second round, you think?
It could be. I'd like to find out about that, man.
I want to look too, but this is all I have for the show notes is we don't know who they're going to play.
Yeah, okay.
It says bye on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Headland's going to play Hopeful. That's going to be a dadgum good game right there. Both Hopeful. They're coming out.
Yep.
They always go deep. And then Enterprise will play Auburn. And then the AISA Crenshaw Christian will play Coosa Valley.
Can they handle Coosa Valley?
Yeah, I think they can. But I tell you what they need to handle is this next commercial that we got to do. So
Gotcha.
So we're going to take just a short commercial break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about some round 2 matchups and situations.
We'll be right back.
Hey, what you got us out here in this field for?
Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat.
A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What?
Got it on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes, sir.
The USS Alabama?
Yes, I gotta get some insurance.
Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy?
You got a trailer, don't you?
I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002.
Look at this, what we got, Sully.
What are you doing, Wally?
Man, Game Warden gave me a ticket, Neil.
Game Warden gave you a ticket. Are you hunting on the right property?
Well, I thought this was my property right here, man.
Do you know where the lines are?
Not really.
Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All she's worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down. Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hooks Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell
Hooks?
it? Hooks?
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, why? What in the world?
Hooks, baby.
Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Is that not the lead singer of Nirvana?
Who?
Nirvana.
You got that.
Kurt Cobain's the lead singer. He killed himself.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
It's a good tune.
It is.
Nate, what's his name? Kurt. Nate knows it.
What the?
Cobain.
Why are you questioning?
I thought you said.
What?
I thought he said kerosene.
Give me.
Kurt
I'm not going to be
Kerosene.
wrong 3 times in a row. Kerosene.
Didn't you say Kurt Kerosene?
No. Kurt Cobain. He killed himself, man.
Yeah. How can
That's
you
bad.
be-
Shot himself with a shotgun.
Depending on who you ask.
Nice.
Oh,
Conspiracy theory.
conspiracy theory.
I got you, Nate. I hear you. Yeah, we got those round 2, round 1 scores and a round 2s behind us. And round 2 should be a little more interested in baseball. And round 2 of the baseball playoffs, that's where you usually see the first upsets happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, an upset can happen anytime, round 1 usually, but usually round 1 usually goes as planned. But let's give some shout outs to some signings and some commitments, Wally.
Okay.
You want to do that?
We'll do
start.
that.
Let's start over at Charles Henderson. We had a big congratulations to Taylor Hobby for making the Alabama A&M cheer squad. Taylor graduates in 2 months from Charles Henderson. She's got a lot to look forward to up at Alabama A&M. Congratulations, Taylor.
Heck yeah, and sticking with cheer, how about Enterprise's Emily Brillhart committed to cheer at Troy? And also from Enterprise, Cadis Langford committed to cheer at Andrew College.
Yep, that's 2 good ones right there. And hey, let's just stay at Enterprise for this one. Their super talented quarterback, his name is Eric Winters, has narrowed his schools down to his top 5. Wally, he's a 4-star prospect, and here's his top 5: Auburn, Georgia, Miami, Tennessee, and Florida. You know what, Wally, missing from that list is Alabama. They offered him. Wonder why. Have you noticed, let me ask you this. Have you noticed in our coverage of these kids that are getting recruited by the big schools that Miami's always in there these days? I'm talking about the last year.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, Miami wasn't on there. But all of a sudden, it looks like to me, Cristobal down there at Miami has hired somebody on the staff that's got connections to South Alabama.
South Alabama. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, because there's a lot of kids. I mean, Zion Grady, Miami was right up in there. I mean, these kids are listed in Miami now. The last year or so, Miami Alvin Henderson. I mean, Miami kind of fell off the recruiting map in South Alabama there for about 10, 12 years, but they're back. All these kids we're following got Miami up in there.
Well, you say Alabama's on the list. You know, like I told you, Alabama might be the new Vandy. Might be the new Vanderbilt. I know Coach Dunn's listening. Think about it.
He had a family reunion day. He might not be watching.
Oh yeah, him and
the
Ben,
Dunn. The Dunn.
Did they wear the T-shirts?
I hope so. I hadn't seen a
I
picture.
got to see. Come on, Ben. I know you watched.
Yeah.
Let's see that. Hey, and former Charles Henderson basketball standout Austin Cross is done with his prep school down in Pensacola, and he's committed to play for his dad at Troy.
He's going to do good.
Oh yeah, he was a heck of a basketball player at Charles Henderson.
He was, and they had a plan, didn't they? They had a plan that it would be better for him not to waste a year of eligibility at somewhere, but to go to a prep school. And we've talked a lot about these prep schools and how and we're going. This is, I guess, the first prep school success story that we can talk about here on Sports Chat. We got a lot of kids committed to some prep schools, but they're not on the back end of it now like Austin is.
Yeah,
Austin's on the back end of it coming out, and now is going to committed to play for Troy.
Exactly.
So this is our Sports Chat with Neil and Wally first really success story on these prep schools that we're trying to follow and trying to watch. And congratulations to Austin. And you're right, he was a heck of an athlete at Charles Henderson. But Zion Chapel's do everything athlete, Mr. Mason Stewart, he signed with Point University in football. And for those of you wondering where Point University is, it's in West Point, Georgia. And I guarantee you, Mr. Mason Stewart does a great job over at Point University.
Oh, heck
He's
yeah.
a player.
Good kid, too, man.
Yeah.
They, that was a good pickup for them.
Yep.
And Charles Henderson, C.L. Solers committed to Anderson University in football. And those wondering where Anderson University is, it is in Anderson, South Carolina, man.
Yep.
So good luck, CL.
I drove through there a couple months ago when I went to visit my daughter.
Oh, did you?
Yep, Sydney. And also, Charles Henderson, Bray Jones is committed to play basketball for Enterprise State. So I know Donisha Jones is super excited. That's her son. Bray Jones is going to move on and play JUCO ball at Enterprise State. Way to go, Bray.
Yeah. And let's just switch over to golf.
Yeah.
Platte Liberal Arts golf team won again, this time over in Andalusia. They have sure won a lot of tournaments this year. Nest them up for a golf state championships, what I'm thinking.
Next up for them, you're right, buddy.
Hey, let me tell you this before we go on to baseball. I saw it popped up on my phone today, and it said that they caught the guy who stole Arnold Palmer's green jacket from
You're
the
kidding.
Masters.
You got to be kidding.
They found him.
Oh, that's going to make national news.
Yeah, I swear, they found him. FBI had been investigating him, and he got on the internet and told FBI informant went to go.
He
pick
tried
it
to
up,
sell it, didn't he?
Sell it.
Yeah, I knew that would get him.
$3.5 million.
Yeah, he got $3.5 million. He's going to need $3.5 million for an attorney.
But I saw that pop up, and I meant, dadgum.
Oh, we got to cover that. Sports,
How you still
Sports
Arnold
Chat's got
Palmer's-
it.
And this is the one
Where do
from
you get it from?
59.
Where do you get it from?
They said that he worked there and just worked in the gift shop or
I
something.
got you. They got him. Hey, we'll be posting that. That's interesting right there. Yeah,
my God.
yeah. But back to golf, man. Pike Lib has done everything correct all season. They've won tournament after tournament after tournament. They've had low medalists. Mr. Presswood, they've had low medal. They've done everything right. And the thorn in their side has been Elba's golf team. Well, the thorn in everybody's side has been Elba's golf team for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Josh Wilson's son. Yeah.
This year, I don't think the Wilson kid at Elba has the 2 or 3 or 4 other players to back him up. He is a one-man team, and you got to have a team.
Yeah.
So I think exactly what you said. Next up for the Pike Lib golf team is to push for that state championship. Don't you?
They got They got the tools.
They do.
And probably going to win it,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Let's take another break. We'll come back and we're going to recap, or let's say dive deeper into those first-round baseball matchups and throw out some names and some stats and give away a pizza.
Pizza. I smell the
We'll be
pizza.
right back.
Marco.
I've been using Double H Ornamental for all my weed spraying and all my pesticides, and you can see the difference between a yard that's got this in it and a yard that doesn't have anything in it. Wally, what are you doing with that tank spray? Man, what are you spilled all the chemicals everywhere. Good Lord, the chemicals are everywhere, man. You got a backpack sprayer and now you done hurt your back?
Well, I tried to use that thing, but it's all broke.
The spreader's broke?
Broke.
Double H Ornamental. You see this pretty grass? Give them a call. 472-4907. Double H Ornamental. Put this in your yard.
Dadgummit. Man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What
What I
chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
You heard, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do?
Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to build my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly. 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wigglies in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You gotta talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire, you know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
That's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
This way, ain't it?
Was it this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you not hear this song without seeing that skit from Saturday Night Live?
Oh man, hey, who sang that?
I mean, that's Saturday Night Live at its best.
Hey, the Saturday Night Live skit with Beavis and Butthead hit national news.
Because the Saturday Night Live person couldn't hold a straight face.
You know, Saturday Night Live historically, Michael.
There, look.
The guy that runs Saturday Night Live, it is a cardinal sin if you break character. He does not like that.
I know.
And you'll never be welcome back. That poor woman,
she couldn't hold it,
but it made national news.
Yeah.
That could be, they said, up there with Cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
One of the funniest things.
Yeah.
If you hadn't seen it, type in Beavis Butthead Saturday Night Live.
It's good.
Is just hilarious. Okay.
All right. Look. All right, you found the guy's name that got caught at Augusta. What was his name?
Galinsky.
I hope Mr. Galinsky is good at picking up pine cones. You think he's a good pine cone picker?
I don't think he'll ever be allowed in Georgia again. Good gracious.
I'm saying he's going to pick pine cones up for the next 15 years at Augusta.
We got a pine cone.
Pine cone.
Left on left.
Hole number 13, tree L4. Tree L4. One pine cone down.
Man, there ain't a. That's why you never see a pine cone in Augusta, but they got them in the trees down there. You remember that?
So they got the RBC Heritage this weekend at Hilton Head, South Carolina. Super facility at Hilton Head, South Carolina. But they showed the driving range first, and there was just divots just everywhere. And I told my wife, Michelle, I said, look at that. Look at all those divots just laying around. I said, you would never see that at Augusta. They got people picking up the divots. As soon as you finish hitting your balls, your divots are up.
Hey, I'll say this before we go. When Neil and I went to the Masters, I think it was 2000, 2001, we were down there getting some food in the shack. You know, I guess that's some 16, 17.
Concession area.
And I looked, and I see all these kids with these sacks on their back. And I'm like, what in the world?
They get a free sandwich.
Yeah, he said, that's the pine cone crew.
That's right.
And I'm like, the what? The pine cone crew. He says, they got headsets on.
Oh,
and man, if there's a pine cone, they get it. People just don't realize until they go see
that pine cone ain't on the ground no longer than about 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes max.
Okay.
We got a sports show to do.
I know.
All right, here we go. Hey, no, that's a true. That is a true. People think you're kidding.
No, I saw it with my own eyes.
No, really.
I saw it with the bag.
I mean, now they're not that way about it every day of the year, but the week of the Masters tournament, it don't matter if it's a practice round or the real round. They got, I'm just guessing at this, 25 people with green backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
They get them pine cones. If anything is on the ground, they got it, man. Pine cones, anything you throw down or drop by mistake, it is off the ground within a minute or two.
Oh, exactly.
Incredible.
And all the ice bags that they put on those azaleas
to make them bloom at the right time.
It just, people don't realize it.
Yes. They can heat.
People don't.
They have heating and cooling systems underground for the azalea flower beds to make them bloom at the right time.
At the right time.
Now you talk about having money. You put a heating and cooling system in the flower bed of the
money
azaleas.
Money, no option, man.
Every pine tree there has a lightning rod. Every pine tree there has a lightning rod. Anyway, okay, all right, done with the Masters. It's over with. New Brockton sweeps Beulah 10-4 and 6-5. Hunter White was the winning pitcher in Game 1 for New Brockton. Caden Pope, Riley Simmons, and Paxton Green all had RBI hits in Game 1. Green went on to log 3 hits in the game and post 6 runs batted in for the Gamecocks in that first game as well. Trent Smith was the winning pitcher in Game 2. New Brockton moves on.
Heck yeah. Ayrton defeated the 2A state champs. Ayrton, the defending 2A state champs.
The defending 2A state champs.
Swept Tuscaloosa Academy 7-5 and 3-2 in Game 1. Ian Sin had how many times?
That cat.
Had 2 hits.
He's ending his career on a bang.
I know, and 3 runs batted in. Also, Caden Collier and Miles Tyler had a single and RBI each. Dalton Murphy also drove in a run. Lawson Leaguer picked up the win in relief, throwing 2 1/3 innings and allowing 3 hits and a run. In Game 2, Austin Evans went all 7 innings for Ayrton, giving up just 2 hits and 2 runs, man, while striking out 3 and walking 2. Easton Kilpatrick, Ian Sin, and Jesse Pelham had the only hits for the Purple Cats in Game 2.
He got it done. Moving on. Hey, Pike Liberal Arts down to J.U. Blackshear 5-1 and 11-0. In the opener, Kay Brooken pitched a complete game, allowing just 4 hits and a run while striking out 3. John Lott had 2 hits, including a solo homer, and that guy, Luke Barron, had 2 doubles and a run batted in for the Patriots in Game 1. Pruitt Vaughn had a run-scoring double, and Garrett Whitaker had an RBI and a sac fly in that Game 1 as well. In Game 2, Wally, that guy, Luke Barron, again led the Patriots with 3 hits, 4 runs batted in, and behind a run-scoring triple, and also one of his hits was a 3-run home run. Woo! Man, he's laying the wood up there, man. Sir. Rhodes Baker also had a hit and a double, and Vaughn and Peyton Elliott both had RBI doubles. Will Rice and Dawson Bradford got the job done on the mound in Game 2. Let me see here, Wally. Let's just see. 2 doubles in Game 1, 3 more hits in Game 2, including a 3-run home run. I believe that's pizza worthy. Don't you?
I think
Luke
so.
Barron, you are our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. You win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy. Pike Liberal Arts moves on in 2A. They will face Cottonwood in the next round.
Don't let Dr. Barron get that pizza for you.
Yeah, that's right, Luke. You can let your twin sister, Alyssa, have a piece, though.
There you go. Hey, he just threw up a break, man.
Oh, we got to get – okay, yeah, one more break.
What is love?
Sorry, we're on a roll, Nate. What is love? We'll be right back. Amy, don't hurt me.
They called the law, man. They said somebody was out here. What in the world's going on?
Well, I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff.
Well, the law's on the way.
What?
It was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way.
Let's
But
go.
you come to the old barn for those fresh cheese biscuits. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke?
I watched a YouTube video.
Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy.
It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Tater.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of a nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours.
Oh, we're Preston's on.
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Tater.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundy. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundy?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
And they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the salt. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundy's. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundy's. Thank you. Hey, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort.
Gum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. Menu on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother.
You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket?
Well, hey, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother.
How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo! Man, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You got to give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch.
There you go, Nate. Look at that.
Gap Band, baby.
No.
That's the Gap Band.
No, it ain't.
Is that cool in the
Get
game?
down on it. That's the junior high dance, man. Cool in the game.
Oh, heck yeah.
I like it, Nate.
Speaking about getting down on it, let's talk about Elba.
Yeah, we got
Central
3 minutes,
Haynesville
yeah.
getting down on it 15-5 and 13-5 in game 1. Ty Seavey went 4 for 5 with a double and 3 runs batted in offense and was the winning pitcher, Neil. 13 strikeouts over 6 innings. Cameron Gray had 2 hits and 2 runs batted in to lead Elba's offense. Easton McKilvery had a hit and 2 RBI, while Jay Wilson, remember he's a big golfer, Caleb Mitchell and Colin Arnold all had a double and RBI. In game 2, Wilson and Seaving both had singles and drove in 3 runs each. The Tigers cashed in on 13 walks. In game 2, Elba's moving on to face South Lamar.
Yeah, GW Long rolls over Aliceville 14-0 and 15-0 in game 1. Cohen, Pritchett, and Dyson had 2 hits in the game to lead GW Long offensively, and GW Long will face Bayshore Christian in round 2.
Enterprise beats Dothan 2-0 to secure the area championship. Austin Chapel pitched great, and Brady Richardson smashed a solo home run to secure the win for the Wildcats. Enterprise will host Auburn to open the 7A playoffs.
Put those other scores up there real quick, Nate. Providence beats Indian Springs. Houston Academy moves on. They beat Oakman. Opp over Dadeville. Cottonwood over Rainburn. Is it Ranburn or Rainburn? Ranburn. Shelby County rolls over Rehoboth. Munford over Geneva. And like we said earlier, Laverne goes 3 games to Washington County, but comes up short in the series.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've got a little softball.
A little bit of softball right here. Elba softball went 2-1 in the tournament this weekend, tying Andalusia 5-5. They beat New Brockton 7-0. Beat Florala 14-1. Wicksburg 11-1. Wicksburg ends up winning the tournament. They beat Opp to take the tournament.
Dale County went 2-1 in the tournament. Albertville beating Glencoe 5-0, losing to Brewer 43. and beating Bell Green 9-2.
GW Long softball had a rough tournament at Houston Academy, going 1-4 overall, a 9-4 win over Charles Henderson. Charles Henderson softball in that same tournament goes 0-4. In Houston Academy, falling to Rehoboth 12-5, St. Paul's 11-0, Houston Academy 15-0, and GW Long 9-4. Rough outing for the Trojans in Wicksburg this past weekend. Look for Caleb Williams to go number 1 in the draft Thursday night. Draft Thursday night, April 25th. We'll see you Saturday at Troy Fest.